position is that this is a medical clinic, and it's permitted in C1, C2, and C3.
But John, for all practical purposes, this has come up to the Building-Related Fire Codes and Appeals Board several times.
Right.
And the issue to me is clarification. There is no definition for an ambulatory surgery center, which is not quite the same category as a clinic. Because in a clinic, you don't do a lot of surgical procedures. I think this is probably something that when we were doing definitions and categories, it was left out because the ambulatory surgery centers is the thing that's not that many years old, 10, 12 years old, and it was just never carried forward into the definitions. To me, it's a clarification based on all the testimony I heard sitting on the building like part of
There's no definitions. It's kind of also, just like there's not a definition included in the amendments. That's something that would have to be done as part of the, if this goes forward through the process, I think that's something that the PCTAC have to work on.
Yeah, and when I was reading these amendments, I did say, to do this, you can't do this without doing a definition for it.
Right, you probably have to redefine or clarify the other similar uses to distinguish between there's medical clinic, hospital, those are the two that are there now.
So if we take this as a clarification, it cleans up confusion for someone trying to permit one of these uses. All we're saying is, yes, we will consider it. We're not deciding whether it should be in C1, C2, or C3.
I'm having some hesitation about this one as being just clarification. I don't understand why if we're going to add something that there's not even a definition to yet, how that can just be a clarification.
That's why I think staff's position that it's not clarifying because we already allow these in C1, C2, and C3, so it's a change where it's permitted.
Right, and it's limiting something that right now could be in C1 that won't be in C1 anymore.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all know why that is, but I think there's going to be a lot more than clarification.
Well, she's our zoning director, by the way.
Yeah, and let me clarify, one of the things is in some of the staff comments in the Building-Related Fire Codes and Appeals Board was that the city interprets what's a clinic and what's a hospital, and anything in between, they try to decide, oh, I think that's a clinical use, or I think that's a hospital use. And so it is a hybrid, it's in between, and I really think that it's a clarification that needs to be added to the thing. But, that's, everybody's got their own opinion.
Well, is it clarification in definition or in the use book?
That would be no.
Yes. Or if you left it like it is, we're just leaving it to the staff to make the
Just
determination.
put this on the code, nothing else, it doesn't actually going to make more confusing, I think, because there's no definition.
What does staff think, John?
I don't think it's clarified because it's changing. It's basically changing where we currently permit use.
And the ambulatory surgical center isn't in that table in the code today, right?
Right.
So it's adding to that table. So it's not, I don't see it.
All we have in the code today are, we have clinic, and then we have hospital. So those are the two kind of medical related uses that we have.
Yeah, it's not clarifying.
If something comes in, we either have to determine is this a hospital or not. If it's not a hospital, then it must be a clinic. It's kind of simple.
So if this were to be changed, we should probably have a recommendation in the zoning commission. Yeah, the process.
We're planning.
Come back.
I'm talking about the definition.
Yeah, let's send it to the planning commission, our zoning commissioner is talking out, and, this is confusion. If someone's having to go to the appeals board to figure it out, it's not good. It sounds like we need a little more definition between clinic and hospital, within the code, in the appendix A. So this one, we're gonna have a lot of these that are very right on the edge, so let's be careful here. And, again, this may be one that everybody agrees with, but let's send this to the planning commission.
This is something I need to clarify. These are honestly, they're new kinds of facilities that could be done. So I think, right.
going to be like not clarification.
Right, infer, yes.
So in summary, we're saying it's not a clarification or edit, and we're saying
Everybody agree to that?
Yes.
maybe needed, clarification may be needed, but it's not falling in our definition.
Are you willing to take comments from the floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I submitted this. Yeah, I live in a nice, small, older neighborhood next to the medical center, right off of Babcock. It's ambulatory surgical center that's been opened, immediately adjacent to single-family dwellings in that area, and I think it really degrades the quality of our neighborhood. So that's why I submitted this. I happen to be a physician, so this is certainly not a clinic, and I agree it's not a hospital. And I think for me, this is a clarification because the zoning doesn't speak specifically to this kind of business.
Now, so the main change here with the definition, that would be the change from C1, and then C1 in a 5,000 square foot maximum. And so you're saying this.
And that's
whatever-
being exceeded, sorry, that actual maximum it has been exceeded with this board.
And it's in C1?
I believe so.
Yes.
If I understand right, what makes this not a clarification is that you're proposing to change it, so you're removing C1 from a type by making a new definition. That's what makes it not a clarification. It's that very change that you're after. That's why it's not a clarification.
I think everybody agrees with you.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly understand your point. From my perspective, it's a clarification because it doesn't specifically speak to this type of business. So people are having to decide, is it a hospital or is it a clinic? So to me, answering that question is a clarification. But keep in mind. So.
Well, I would suggest that it goes like this, they come up with a case, submit it, and we don't take a special case because it's a big case.
Okay.
We'll take it forward to the planning commission as the tax basically leaving up to the planning commission to decide whether or not to proceed with clarification.
And by the way, since the chairman has his back to the audience, if you submitted these amendments and want to speak, he can't see you squirming, so just, you gotta get aggressive and stand.
Well, I think what I'm going to do, I was just going to make that statement, Gene. I think from now, when we start a new item, we'll just see if there's somebody here to speak first before we start discussing what that speak, and then we'll